A better way to pay your UTG fees with instant proof of payment and real-time student portal update. Paying your University of the Gambia fees has never been easier or more convenient. With Ecobank, students, parents and guardians can pay UTG tuition and related fees through our secure digital banking channels such as Ecobank mobile app, Ecobank Online and Ecobank Omni Lite. Once payment is completed, instant proof of payment is generated and the UTG student portal is updated in real time, allowing students to proceed immediately with registration, course selection and clearance without unnecessary delays, while giving parents and guardians peace of mind that payments have been successfully processed. How to pay via the Ecobank mobile app. Open the Ecobank mobile app and navigate to the home screen. Select Pay Bill, choose Pay a New Bill and select Schools from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. How to pay via Ecobank Online or Omni Lite. Log in to Ecobank Online and Omni Lite using your credentials. Select the menu and choose Bill Payments. Choose Quick Bill Pay and select School from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Walk into any Ecobank branch or pay through our digital channels and enjoy instant proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Sant Yàlla.
looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay nag doo ci yokku dara.
Jah Oil Company stands tall as a trusted name in energy, keeping the Gambia moving with service stations across the country and a commitment to innovation and reliability. In Farafenni, Jah Group is reshaping our industrial landscape. The Jah Oil Cement Factory can produce up to 100,000 bags a day, reducing imports, creating jobs, and building a stronger Gambia brick by brick. And in the heart of the Central River region, Jah Farming Initiative is cultivating food security. With thousands of hectares under development and modern irrigation, Jah Farming is turning the Gambia's soil into abundance. Jah Group is more than a company. It is a vision of self-sufficiency, resilience, and progress. The Jah Group of companies, investing in industry, agriculture, and energy, building the Gambia's future today.
We end with a guest whose journey says it all. He left the Gambia as a young man, took the Backway, and today he's a U.S. citizen making his mark in the construction industry, according to our information. He's also one of the most active Gambians online, on social media, never shy to share his views, never afraid to stir debate. Bunja MC joins us now to talk about the road that he has traveled, the lessons that he has learned, and the message that he has for Gambians, both at home and abroad. Bunja, welcome to West Coast Radio.
Thank you, Peter Gomez. Thank you so much.
We were supposed to have this interview back in April.
Yeah,
right?
April.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's start there. What happened?
I mean, what happened was I never planned to even come to Gambia. I took 3 days off from my job. I work for Deca in Tuttlingen, but their office is in Nusslingen in Germany. But sometimes my medical background is not perfect, So I was there feeling a lot of frustration. I'm like, let me go to see, one of my grandpa, one of my dads, and I went to Dakar, to pray for me, And then from there I went to Tamba, and I never even planned to come to Gambia. But maybe this is the reason why all the things that I've been through since I came here, that might be the reason why God finally said you're gonna step home before you go back to Germany.
Okay.
Because in my mindset, if I go back to Germany, I'm blocking everybody. Let me focus on Germany.
Okay. So you're based in Germany now?
Yeah, based in Germany now.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
But God willing, God said you gotta go home. So I come home, and the rest is a lot of story that you don't even want me to get into.
Well, maybe I won't. Maybe it depends on how the conversation goes.
Okay. This is how it goes. Before I forget which day I left Germany, I have to ask my wife. Look, what day do I even left Germany? Because everything was messed up. So when I came here, I see myself in a place that I can't even recognize. They say it's at Burfoot. So I was tied like this. My hands was tied like this. I used to sleep like this all night. I feel like, is this a military camp or is this a Fajukai? Like, let me say Tanga Tanga. Because if there's Tanga Tanga, I don't need no Tanga Tanga. And then they say I was there for 4 days, I don't know how many days I was there because my subconscious was working, but the conscious not working.
Okay.
So
okay.
I just left there. So that's why I say it's a bunch of story that, I don't want to get into. But thank God that, I finally make it here, even though I don't make it the first interview, but I'm finally here.
Well, the Gambia still has, a backway problem. Young people still going out.
Yeah.
It's a route that recalling, your own experience. What pushed you to take the backway out of the country?
Yeah, that's a very important journey because I feel like Backway is the #1 enemy to this small country. We're talking about the MPP, the party, that's last thing. Because you need a human resource to develop the country. Okay, as my experience, I went 2011. I did not make it. My last stop was Tamarasek in Algeria. The guy called, I know his name, he's from Mali, but sometimes I forget his name. He was the guy who owned the foyer. So let's say when we are on the backway journey, the competition is between Gambia and Nigeria. But the population difference is like day and night. So that shows you that how many youths in Gambia willing to leave Gambia by any means.
So when you say competition, you're saying that the number of Gambians...
The number of Gambia and number of Nigerians...
equal to Nigerians?
No, maybe we're overtaking them.
Really?
They have people who listen to them because Nigerians have their own foyer. We have our own foyer, but our foyer is Greek garage. In Tripoli, our foyer is Greek garage. And we have 2 foyers, and we have different traffickers, Musa, these different traffickers. My trafficker who took me to Italy was Jaga. He's from Tonyatawa. He's a family to me, Jaga Ceesay. Oh. Yeah, he's the one who I pay my money to, $600 to make it to Italy. But I think before we discuss about the politics in Gambia, let's discuss about how many youths live in this country. Because every youth left a family behind, a wife behind, a future kids, this, that. And before you settle in Europe, trying to get your papers situated out, try to get everything out, 10 years has already been gone. And the only thing you can have maybe is 1 compound, 1 car at the end of the day.
Okay, so it took you 10 years to regularize your documents?
I still not regular. I regularize my document, but I don't regularize the skill part of it, because you gotta get skill to come back home. I always tell them, no matter how money you bring back home, you're gonna eat it and you're gonna want to go back again. That's the situation I'm stuck in right now.
But aren't you in construction?
I'm in construction, but I'm not mentor. I'm in construction, but I'm learning it. Mine is learning because I never went to civil engineering. This is the first time I went to civil engineering. And when I get to Germany, I search for the companies. I went to ChatGPT, trying to figure out which company fits me. And normally, I work according to my family structure, like 4th generation, 3rd generation. I like to work for 3rd generation because even though my grandpa failed, my dad failed, but I feel like, this is the 3rd generation. If I try, my family try, and my brothers and everybody, we can bounce back, from that is, downfall, from grandpa downfall. So when I search for this company, it's Deca. But the guy who owned this company, his name is Frank Deca. He opened this company in 1961. I have all this information from them personally in their office. The first day I went there, it's the first day they hired me, it's the first day they signed me a contract, and in 1 week they give me a German permit. It's like you come back to the family. So when the grandpa came to pick me up from the job site, because I went there, I find Tobias. Tobias is the grandson. So when I give all my information to Tobias, I came from America, I'm a Gambian. I give him my government passport, about to be expired by then. I give him my American passport, my credential, my plumbing, my GTTI. I went to GTTI 2007, 2008. And I also went to school in Dawson Tech in Chicago. Well, the only credential I already told to this focus person, I'm not going to talk, but I also have GTTI.
Okay, you have GTTI.
And GTTI illegally. But,
GTTI illegally?
No, legally.
Or legally?
Yeah, I went there 2 years. Okay. All my credentials are there. The only paper I have in Gambia illegally was when I was trying to go to university in America, and they required me to get a high school, and I stopped at grade 12. Before I graduated 1 year, I quit in Tahir, Ahmadiyya. But if you go to Tahir Ahmadiyya, my information, they should keep it in the record.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you moved to Germany from America?
From America, yeah, for only one reason, so that I can go and learn.
How did you get into America? I thought you went through...
Backway.
Yes.
My journey is too much.
Yeah.
Okay, how I get into America? When I make it to 2013, 28 October 2013, I make it to Italy.
Okay.
That's the day I was rescued from the boat by Italian Coast Guard. Me and my friends, 4 of them are still in touch. We talk all the time. So that was October 28, 2013. So the first place I was in Italy was Udine. But me and Somalian, because we was underage, we claim underage. So we...
Okay, you claimed underage?
Yeah, I claim underage. I'm not underage, okay. But what was the easiest way to get a document. Because if you claim your real age, you might be put into asylum and nobody know when you're going to get your paper. So
okay.
I understand the system before I even jump on the boat, before I even start the journey.
That was smart.
Yeah, so because of one of my friends who was deported from Switzerland, and we used to live in the same house together for 3 years. And then we had the one who programmed for me to go, and he stayed because he was doing furniture business and all of that. So I learned a lot from people who, came back home with stories.
Yes.
So I decided that if I make it to the other side of the Mediterranean, I'm going to claim minor. But I claimed like 10 months before I turned 18. Okay. So that was my real documents in Italy, Bunja Ceesay. Okay, then when I make it to Udine...
Is that your official name as well?
No, my official name is Bunja Ceesay.
Bunja Ceesay.
But I like Bunja MC. My mother name is Musu.
Okay.
But when I was going to America, I know that, I got to put the BS aside. This is the biggest dream of my lifetime. So I came back home, applied my visa through, the Dakar Embassy. My name Bunja MC, Bunja Musu Ceesay. My mama name is Musu.
Yeah. So,
but the only information that I have straight is the information I give it to America. But besides that, the Switzerland information is about asylum, just to have an opportunity.
Okay.
And yeah.
So you entered Italy but sought asylum in Switzerland?
No, I didn't Italy. I seek asylum in Italy. So I wait until I turn 18. When I turn 18, now there's 100% that they're going to give me a document because I just celebrated my birthday. So let's see. This is what they do. When you make it to Italy, they will give you a mama who is going to be responsible as your mama.
Okay. So Italian or
Italian. But these are social workers.
Okay.
The one person can have 50 child.
Okay.
Or 100 child or whatever.
Okay.
So mine is Barbara Lucchesi.
Okay.
Yeah, she's an Italian, very good woman.
Okay.
And she took me like a real son. Okay. When I'm sad, that's where I go. Okay. When I need somebody to talk to, she is the one that I go. When I even need some money, maybe 10 euro, I go there. Look, I don't have no money. She be like, "What you gonna do money for? You don't need money. You have food. You have this. You have that. You have that." No, but I still need money. Okay. So that's the kind of mama they gave me.
Okay. So how did the Switzerland asylum come about?
The Switzerland asylum was 2015. I came to Gambia because before I came to Gambia, now I have a lover in America, Diana, who trying to take me to America. But I want to come back here and apply, get my passport, get my real document, my everything, because now I'm going to America and I'm going legally. And that's why I told him that we can do a traditional marriage. So we was married traditionally before on paper. We do that in Italy. We call the elders, by then I know some couple of elders in Italy, which we call so that they can do in a Muslim way. And it was a very nice, I think that was the best wedding, even the one on the paper in America. Because everybody from Backway boys, the park was full, Paco Sampiono was blowing up. Yeah. And then they do a Muslim way, and I told him that wait until I get my papers, then we can fly back home, and then from there we can figure it out. But let me do the Muslim way, because without that you cannot come visit me. If you come visit me, we call it albefial, So that's what I did. And then once they granted me a paper in 2015 December, I flew to Gambia. So that's when, the politics was going on. People tried to kick Gambia out and bring Barrow in. And so I came here after 2 months holiday. She went back to America and I went back to Europe. And this time in Switzerland, because Switzerland used to be my dream country.
Okay.
So this time I went to Switzerland, I seek asylum. But I put all my Italian documents on the side. I don't want them to see that.
Okay.
So when I seek asylum, they take me to asylum camp. But I was there for only 2 months. 2 months, I fell out of love for the country because it's not the country for somebody like me, who don't come with no credential, no nothing. You trying to start from the bottom. Well, the answer is after 6 months, they're going to say, get out of the country. We don't accept your asylum. So I'm not going to wait for that emotional, distress and all of that. So in 2 months, I pay a train. I use the document that they gave me. They give you a 6-month document, mean that to sit and wait for your fate.
Yeah.
And I already know my fate. Why will I wait? I was already in Austria making some money,
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, let me go back to Austria. So I used the document that they gave me. That's the document I used to give me multa because citation and criminal is different. So instead of paying a fare to get out of the country, I used the document to get out. So I know that I have multa there. If they run my background, they see that they're going to say that when you was going out, you don't pay train ticket, this and that. What is a citation? So that's why I get out of there and I went to Austria. Went back to Austria.
Okay.
So try, do my thing. 6 months time, I come back to Gambia again. So that 6 month time now is campaign. So the campaign and the things went left. You can move to the next question.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a U.S. citizen as well?
Yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
Yeah, now I naturalized at November. I applied October 2023, and in 2 weeks' time, they called me for interview. Oh. It was very, very fast process. I was like, I should have done this in a long time.
Lucky you. What work does your wife do, your American wife?
When I first got there, she was working for Geico Insurance Company. That was in Arizona.
Okay.
That was 20 because I make it to American soil in March 3rd, 2017.
Okay.
March 3rd.
Okay.
I can remember my first first trip was in Atlanta.
Okay. So what were the biggest challenges in building a life abroad?
I think the biggest challenge is you losing a lot more than you gaining. I will say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the time is the most valuable thing that you can have. Than money, than all the nice things. A lot of times, if you travel, you're 22 or maybe you're 18. Every year you stand there, you losing, something back home, whether it's, your moral duty to fulfill, your physical duty to fulfill. Because a lot of times, 90% of people who are going are men. So the women need a husband, they need brothers, they need their, so all the people are going is either their brother or their husband or their uncle or their. So in that ratio, make the balance to make sure that, every 10 women to 1 woman in Gambia now. But we are replacing by the sub-region because if the money is coming, diaspora is sending money. The money is going back to another diaspora because people who here are working. And I have teams in my neighborhood. They have groups. And this is not me having nothing against the migrants coming to the country. But I'm also against the people, the Gambians who live in to Backway. I don't mind if you have a visa to go flight. I support that. Go get your experience like I get it. But I'm a victim to that Backway. And I see many people who lost their life. I have a friend who they born alive. Yeah, Yankuba. I used to be in the same journey with Yankuba, and I heard that Yankuba already make his mind that he's going back home. He's now coming back to Backway. But he went up to Akades, he have change of mind. Because all the friends are going, and you're the one who will revise him. So he revised back, So then he started working with this guy, Musa. According to I'm not there. This is the story that they feed me when I was in Austria. They say he was working with Musa. Then Musa stole the money from the Arabs guy. And they don't play with their money. And then when they come to search for this guy, Musa, I think Backway, 80% know him who went to Backway. He's based in Sabah. So he take people from Sabah to Tripoli. That's his job. Make sure that you make it to Tripoli. He paid $15,000 those days. So, but as a brother, if you're working with the brother, don't run with the money. I don't know. I don't do any investigation with it. This is what they feed me.
Okay.
But they say when he run with the money and the Arabs come and they couldn't find him and they can find Yankuba. And that's when they catch Yankuba. They ask Yankuba, where is Musa? But he cannot locate him. You don't know where he is. They say, if you don't bring Yankuba, you can be the sacrificial lamb. And then they burn him alive. They put fuel on his body, and I have the picture on my phone. Everything I'm saying, I can back it with this.
That's all right. We wouldn't want to see that gruesome picture. Even the description would make people squirm. Everybody knows you. I mean, who's on social media?
I don't think so.
You're not shy to share your views, and sometimes they can stir debate. So, do you see yourself as a provocateur or simply someone speaking truth to?
No, I look at myself as a truth teller.
Authorities, yes.
I call myself a truth teller, and I have principles. I'm fake to fake, and I'm real to real. If you come with me fake, I'm fake to you.
Really?
I'm even 10 times faker than you. But if you come real, I'm even 10 times realer than you. So I have my own principle that I work on, So, and normally, not everybody is equal. People will come and tell you sweet words, but behind sweet words is a bad intention. I know before you even open your mouth. I know you really wanna give me an interview. You're not trying to play me, go here and there. Because otherwise, if the first one was cancelled, you give me the next one right next day, 2 days. So that's mean you be real to me. So when I come across to you, I'm not afraid to speak now. I'm not shaking. My voice is not shaking.
Yeah, and you talk about
or things that can incriminate me.
Gambia drowning in drugs, foreigners taking over critical industries of our only smiling coast of Africa.
Gambia is the only,
as you say.
Yeah, Gambia is the only name. There's no nickname in the entire 54 countries. How many countries in the Africa? Because I always say 54. Do you know exactly?
54.
Okay, I'm correct with that. Because sometimes we're using words that I need to verify.
54 is correct, yes.
Okay, but out of 54, Gambia is the only name with Smiling Coast of Africa. Do you know any country with the name Smiling Coast of Africa beside Gambia?
No, we're the only ones.
Okay, if the Gambia is the only country and how we small, being a small don't mean that you cannot rule. Israel ruled the world. Even America is the biggest country. So
Israel rules the world?
Yeah, Israel ruled the world.
Oh, okay.
If you know politics, you know what I'm talking about. AIPAC run the Congress in America. You got to come from AIPAC even to be a representative or whatever you want to be. But they are lobby. And the government will actually asking them to register as any other lobby in America. They refuse because they have all the money. Who have the money rule the world. But Gambia have a unique something that we need to take advantage of. We have the river Gambia. Because British are not stupid. British, they don't go like France. France go for lands. They go for strategical points, which is let's only have Gambia. When we have Gambia, it's the heart to Africa. And then we don't need to have to. And then the next country they choose is Freetown. Sierra Leone. Then Liberia is a repatriation. It's not a country. It's slaves who depart, able to, bring themselves back home and form a country. And you have South Africa. It's a nuclear power. It's a British colony. And you have Nigeria. It's the biggest economy in West, or probably in Africa, and it's English. So when you look at all the places the British took, you know that they see 100 years from now, or they see 200 from now. Still, if you have this continent in Africa, you rule in Africa, whether the rest were not or not. So this type of things will be running in my mind. And I look the same news people watching. I'm not a special person. I'm watching the same news you're watching. We're watching the same YouTube. But I analyze my own things in my head and make a judgment in my head. That's all.
Okay. And you think this country is wallowing in drugs?
I mean, this country, the people, not the country itself, but the people, the use of this country, they're using the drugs that people never heard of. Nobody ever heard of Kush. I never heard of that. Growing up, I know only two drugs in this country: alcohol and marijuana. And even alcohol is legalized in Christian community.
There was a time when there was this pill they call Roche.
Okay, that's why I say I can only speak on last 26 years. If you read my voice, I say I'm only coming there to speak on last 26 years. Because you might know that from my age, I'm only 10 years old. Yeah, 10 years I can remember, but I cannot explain much, Because I'm but growing up as my age, 36 years old.
So Kush was not there, now you
What is Kush? What is Kush? That just get on my nerves so much.
How has it been explained to you?
I never see it with my eye.
No?
No, not even a day. I only heard it like you. Anything I see, I can swear to Quran on it. And when I put on the Quran and my mama, that things is getting real, Yeah.
Okay. And then you also say the moral changes in Gambia from for the past 26 years.
6 years, yeah.
From 2000. What moral changes?
I mean, that's a wider topic because I feel like, back in the Jawra was the founding. They say Sir Farma Singata was the founding or Jawra. Which one is the founding? Is it Sir Farma? Because if it's Sir Farma, I think his ex-wife is related to my wife, something. They took me there. She passed away like 100 years old, something.
Okay.
Yeah, when he was passing away in Backway.
Okay.
She was probably the oldest in if not the country. I don't know her and Sefo Buakenda from Jara, who is the oldest, because Sefo also lived 100 years before he passed away.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you like to live 100 years?
Of course.
Yeah, you would like to live 100 years.
I want to touch 3 digits.
So the moral changes.
Okay, the moral changes is Gambia will send its citizens to learn, in America, in the great universities, that, whoever land there, they're changing stuff in Western world. But if we send our best and they come back home, I don't know what kind of degree they're coming with, to be honest. But they're not delivering, because if they're delivering, we're not going to going out of the electricity for 24 hours or maybe 16 hours a day. And if they're delivering, we're probably Singapore now, because they're going to the best schools. I don't have privilege to go to best schools in the world because nobody sent me there. I get my sponsor from Baba Job. Otherwise, my education will stop at grade 6. But Baba Job, my uncle went to Baba Job. Baba Job have to step in to give me scholarship. That's why I make it to grade 12.
Okay.
So I came from the political background pretty much, yeah. Yeah. But the moral changes, let me go to the moral changes, because you asked me moral change. Moral changes is the one we send into universities to be a legal scholars. They come in and they turn into a suit criminal in the suit, and the one on the street are turned into drugs, because that's where they can make money from, is street. I don't consider myself bored, to be honest, because I'm pursuing this way. I know I'm very intelligent. If I go to school, I always take number 1. Number 2 is not for me when I was going to school, from primary, from this. But I'm not somebody who go to school. I'm not the school person, because I know anything I put my mind on, if it takes you 5 years to learn it, it will take me probably 1 year to learn it. So having that ability...
You're a fast learner.
Fast learner, yeah. Okay. Having that ability, sometimes I go to school. I lied to my mom when I was quitting school. I told the mama, no, I cannot compete Fullers, man. Fullers are very smart. And when they come to class, I cannot see even a blackboard. He said, you're taking an excuse. You just want to quit school. I said, Mama, in the Fullers, they're smart in school. Okay. Yeah, I said, Mama, that's the reality. In provinces, I'm from Banjul, but I'm not raised there, so I cannot... The first time, I cannot keep it to Bunja. Bunja, I don't know. I cannot say a lot. Maybe my mentor, my Uncle Sal, and all of them can say a lot about Bunja.
Okay. The situation in Germany, why I sacrifice making 2,500 euros in Germany just to learn industrial construction. So so is that how much you pay?
No, I'm not paying. That's how much they're paying me. I don't have to pay, because I have bills to pay.
That's not a sacrifice then.
No, it's a sacrifice, because compared to Seattle, I know people who are making $8,000 in Seattle. Right now, Gambia, a lot of money coming from America now. Okay, Seattle, I have friends who can make 10,000 if they go harder, which means that if they work double shift. And what are they doing? Just to watch somebody, all day, all night, and they can sleep there, they can do everything. So things like that are sacrifice, because I can be doing the same thing. And if I'm doing the same thing, how much am I making? I'm making $8,000. $8,000. But in my case, I leave that so that I can come to Germany, because Germans are the best builders, whether you agree or not. They build the best. The cars, the Mercedes-Benz, the Porsche, anything German touch is high quality. So I decided that since Uncle Tuff, because of Salah, I know Uncle Tuff. Okay, that's a story by itself, because I know somebody named Siam. Okay, I know Siam through reaching out to her on Facebook. She was selling a house. And when I went to see a house is out of my range. And they're asking for $450K in dollars. I called one of my guy in Chicago. He's doing real estate. I even sent him money to buy him a ticket, and I think he probably get his ticket, so that he can come see the place, give me idea, and if I can have loan from the government, from Bank of America. I have a lot of things in my head sometimes, but Gambia is my number 1 target. Anything I have is coming to Gambia. And over there, I'm nobody, but everything I have is coming to Gambia. That's the mindset I have. Even my first house, if America approved me, my bank approved me, and they asked me to choose where I'm going to get the mortgage from, I'm going to choose Gambia.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna choose Gambia. Yeah.
You're going to get the mortgage from the Gambia?
Yeah, and if I can get mortgage from American bank, but the mortgage is gonna be paying my house in Gambia.
Oh, okay.
I will not buy a house in America. I will take the mortgage from them
and buy
a house in Gambia, and I'm paying more them, but in America. But they don't allow that. If you want a mortgage outside of the country, they're not approving you. They only approving you when you get in the United States, and that's why I still don't get a mortgage in America, because at some point I definitely need a Gambia first before anything.
Okay.
But now that I'm an American citizen, I'm America first as well. So it's mutual.
So now that you are an American citizen, it's America first.
It's America first.
Gambia second.
Gambia, if they renew my passport expired. I asked my brother to send it. If my brother send it and I renew it, I'm also a Gambia first. But Gambia and America, let them never go to war or something, because if they go, I'm neutral. I'm not going. I'm sitting at home, But besides that, if they go against anybody, America go against anybody, I'm America. If Gambia goes America, I'm a Gambia.
Okay. You spoke about 2016. You were here.
Yeah.
And in 2016, a lot of youths,
Yeah.
were politically involved.
Yeah.
Most of them are supporting the coalition.
Yeah, Gambia has decided.
Yeah, exactly. Gambia has decided and all of that. Were you part of that movement?
I mean, I didn't vote, to be honest.
You did not vote?
Yeah, I didn't vote.
Have you ever voted?
I have once voted, once in my life, 2006. And I once voted when I was in provinces. Because I was a tall guy. Okay. So I was 1 year before 18. They think that I'm 18. They went and registered me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I voted.
So you voted when
I
you
was
were
17.
Not the voting age?
When I was not even at the voting age. So that's why I don't trust the process that much. Because that was 2006. That's 20 years ago. Jammeh versus UDP.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who I voted for. I'm not going to do that. But I voted here in 2000.
Wow.
So that was my first, and that was the first and last time I ever voted in Gambia. But 2016, I was coming from Austria, doing semester thing. I was young, young and flashy, with, blondie hairs, with, like locks and stuff, like the girls everywhere, what I mean? So I didn't have, I went to Banjul when everybody ran away from the country, because I think Banjul is my home. I was born there.
In 2006, people were not running away?
No, 2016. You asked me about 2016.
Yeah, okay, 2016.
Yeah, now I'm talking about 2016. So it's all 666.
Yeah.
It's 2006, 2016, and 2026. Okay. So we're doing 6636. Yes. Yeah, so in 16, I came from Austria when the campaign was going on. Somebody played me my cousins speak. Baro is a cousin to me.
Oh, Baro is a cousin?
Yeah, Baro Kunda and Ceesay Kunda.
Oh, okay.
And Ture Kunda and Sayon Kunda. We have some things that I don't merit up. They are culture, and they still there. Yeah, people just forget about culture.
Yeah.
Okay, Baro is a cousin to me. He cannot do nothing to me. I can say whatever. I can say Baro Konoba, Baro man. I can provoke him, but you cannot. But I can say whatever.
I wouldn't dare.
Yeah, what me? He will not dare even try to send somebody to come arrest me.
Seriously?
Yeah, because the elders gonna tell him. But this and that's the only thing he can do.
Okay.
And the wife also is the same way. The wife is Ba.
Okay.
My first cousins I said about, they're the one who found Soma. So first house in Soma was built in my cousins. I said it was. I can still show. Maybe now it's all is, But for me, you
should take a mortgage in America to build that.
No, I'm build it. That Ya's mother name is Queen. My father name is Demba Ceesay. And Jere Ceesay.
Okay.
3 of them, they're from the same.
But let's go back to 2016.
Okay, 2016.
So you were here.
I'm here.
Okay.
When I'm here, Sidunjai said, Baro will never swear in this country.
Yes.
That causes everybody run out of the country. If you're from provinces...
Well, not everybody. I didn't run away.
I don't know where you are. I didn't see you. Where you are? You tell me where you are.
I was here.
At the house?
I was here. No, working.
Working?
Yes.
In West Coast?
Putting West Coast Radio on every day. Yes.
That should be my first interview then. Because I was at Banjul by myself.
Yeah.
Banjul that day, you don't see nobody.
We never shut down, and ran away. No, we were here all the time.
Let me count people who don't run away. I added you to the list. Uncle Sal don't know where Sal is Gambia has decided he don't run away.
Sal Tal.
Mentor have to tell me where he at. Yeah. Because Mentor is in South Africa.
He was around.
Someone asked everybody where you are.
We're talking about your political, activities. So yeah.
Yeah, I went there because, I only went there to make sure that,
Because in 2016, it was your cousin. You said Barrow is your cousin.
Yeah, Barrow is my cousin. But I'm the only person who was against Barrow coming to power for some reason.
You were against him coming?
I was not coming because he told us that he's not a president, he's a businessman. So if somebody told me that not giving his job, because he only come in 3 months. Hussein Dabo been looking for this place for 30 years. But the guy come in 3 months, he was there. But he told everybody that I'm not a politician, I'm a businessman. True. So yes, if somebody tell you that I'm not a politician, I'm a businessman, why you put him in the office?
So just on the basis of that.
That's on the basis of that. Just because he been honest to us that he is not good for the job.
Okay.
And I know why he said that, because after then, he probably don't know what I know. But I'm not going to speak on the bigger man because he's the bigger man. And bigger man happened to be my cousin, so I'm not going to go to radio speak on him.
Better not do
that. Yeah, but I like him.
Have you changed since then? Do you now support him?
I mean, I'm not political. I'm a street boy. I like rapping music. I want to bust. I want to do concert every country in West Africa.
Oh.
If I would have bust in America, I probably not come and sit here.
Yeah. But I thought you were in construction.
Yeah, I'm in construction. I never leave construction. I never left because when I went to America. But why people think that construction music is not a career for me? It's just something that I love.
So you're just doing it as a hobby?
If you get out of this radio, maybe you go to the beach to have coffee. Maybe somebody going to play ski. Somebody like jumping jack. Yeah. Maybe everybody go and do.
We have hobbies. And pastimes.
And pastime. Yes. For me, if I leave construction, I want to go to studio and maybe record one song, put it on MP platform. Okay. It will take me only. I record album in 1 month. That's my whole career in music is 1 month.
Oh, you've released an album?
I didn't record it. It's in my phone. Everything is 8 songs. I have stopped it.
Okay.
But I only listen. I don't play anywhere.
Okay.
I even delete it from YouTube.
Can you give us a taste of one song?
I mean, you are radio. I'm gonna go ask my mama blessing. If mama say your son can go radio, I will send you all my songs.
Okay.
But I don't have mama blessing for now.
You seek parental blessing for everything.
Everything, yeah. I gotta get.
You needed your grandmother. Was it
my grandmother? Yeah, my grandmother.
To approve the first appointment. Unfortunately,
yeah. You gotta get a parent's blessing for everything. People play with that, but I think that's the initial for everything. Okay. Like before you sign everything, your mama should let you know that if this is even she not went to school, but you can explain. Even today, before I come here, we pray Subah together, me and my wife. I told her, pray for me so that I don't go to radio and misspoke, or say something that's going to put your name or put me on the
It was good you prayed because you haven't been spoken yet, huh?
Yeah, I'm the imam.
You're the imam?
If you go to Chicago, they will say that he's the second imam here. He is a very pious Muslim. For some reason, he likes street. He born with this street, life in him. But when you come to pray...
So what do you do in the streets in Chicago?
I mean... So many crazy things, because I'm the only person when the dog get arrested in Chicago. I'm the only person. Maybe that must be a second, but I'm the politician who went to mayor. Brandon Johnson is the mayor of Chicago.
Yes.
I went there with my flyer. I said, nobody is working in City Hall today, unless you tell us why the boy is arrested. Because the boy is a gangster in 2012. He was thinking, kill him, shoot him. But the boy changed, and now he's a Muslim. And he's changing people's lives. And he makes sure that the gun violence is going down. Then you pick him because of he converted to Islam.
And really?
Yeah, Islam. Because me also, I almost converted to Christianity. I went to church one day. I swear to God. An O-block.
Yeah, but going to church one day does not...
No, but I went there to see if I can change faith.
Yeah.
Because of the frustration I was going with my brothers, my everything around me.
Where was this? Was
in Chicago?
In Chicago. Wow, everything happened.
But God willing, I have to stay with my faith, because changing faith is the worst thing you can do. If you change faith, you can change everything.
True.
You can change to be a killer. You can change to be anything. Changing faith is like you're changing you, and because I went there. Let me tell this story. I went there, because gospel, I love music so much, and my music is the problem. Since I started doing music, I never have peace of mind. I never bring it to my mama. But one day I'm like, you know what? Maybe gospel, because gospel is a song. And I said, maybe if I go Christianity, gospel will accept me to be a gospel singer. And that's the mentality I was having. Let me go. I went there, they give me a car, they put everything on me, very comfortable. But they start the gospel. I was enjoying it, but I'm like, bro, you here trying to change shit. What are you doing? Then I rose to Imam. I go back to Masjid with a very, very intense voice. Imam, I need to see, because I normally don't go to police. I go to Imam first. Whatever Imam says goes. I don't like going to police.
Others go to the police?
No, I don't go to police.
No, you don't go to the police, but others would go to...
Other will go to police.
For advice?
For whatever reason. For me, I think whatever problem you have, if you're Christian, you should see pastor first.
Oh, really?
If you're Judaism, if you're Jewish, you should see a rabbi first. If you're Muslim, you should see imam first. So I'm not against any religion. I think that people forget their faith and they put trust on police. But the police also have a faith. If you go there, you may meet a Christian police or Muslim police or whatever police, and when it's time for prayer, the police will say, I'm going to pray, I'm going to come back. Otherwise, the police sell the soul. You sell your soul, because if it's time to go to church on Sunday, you don't go because you need to go make money. That means you sell your soul.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We're running out of time.
Okay.
What message do you have for young Gambians who are considering the same risky journey that you once took?
I mean, let them stop it, man. I think they hated that when I say that, because they take example from me. Why will I not go? You go, you're in America, you are an American citizen.
Exactly.
You have all these things going on, but you're against me going. Okay, that's why I never pay for anybody to go back, even though I have money to do so. Because I went there, and I was trying to revise course. The only reason I went to Germany to learn civil engineering, so that when I have skills in 4 years, because it would take me 4 years before I become a German citizen, because I also want to become German citizen. And then during that, I can learn my skill to become a civil engineer. And then I have a 3-continent, access. I can access America, I can access Europe, I can access Africa. And if I have my way, all these 3 continents, they should come together and see what they're going to do. 3 together, because only one is not going to work. And I'm working on that. But let's stop going to Backway. If you have a right way to go fly, go. But if you have to go Backway, I know things are hard, because this is not the country that youth believe they can make it out, including me, because I'm part of them. So if I'm part of the system, I'm not telling you that go against the system. It's coming from my heart. If I'm not part of it, I say go against you can. But I'm part of the system. Nobody do Backway more than me. Nobody suffer Backway more than me. Nobody see tragedy more than me. I know the whole entire boat sink. 100 people go once. In America, if they lose one person, they record 3 albums. We lose 100. I don't know what is the record. Because I heard that the boat fall with 400 people. I heard that the boat fall with 200 people. But even me, I almost become, in 30 minutes, only 30 minutes, I almost become a victim. Because our boat collapsed.
It split.
It split, so we only, however the rescue came and take us, we don't know. But I was there doing my last prayers. And the only thing growing in my mind is like, man, if my mama heard that I lost my life in the water, I should never do this. I forced my mama to come here. I forced my mama to go back there. And before that, the rescue came. I'm like, man, that's my child it was.
Well, listen, congratulations. You've
Thank you.
Really built, a life for yourself. And you will be leaving the Gambia in the coming days, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
We wish you a safe flight back to Germany. Success with your training.
Yeah, training,
right?
yeah.
You have how many more years? 2 years?
I mean, I'm a fast learner, but I can learn in 2 years. But at the same time, I went to Germany, and 1 week they gave me everything. So I think that
lucky you.
I want to make sure that I maintain my status and up to citizenship.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Bunja, thank you so very much. That's Bunja MC, Ceesay?
Ceesay, yeah.
Ceesay and
Rack City.
Yeah, there you go, Rack City.
Rack City, yeah.
Santa Yala.
looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
A better way to pay your UTG fees with instant proof of payment and real-time student portal update. Paying your University of the Gambia fees has never been easier or more convenient. With Ecobank, students, parents and guardians can pay UTG tuition and related fees through our secure digital banking channels such as Ecobank mobile app, Ecobank online and Ecobank Omni Lite. Once payment is completed, instant proof of payment is generated and the UTG student portal is updated in real time. allowing students to proceed immediately with registration, course selection, and clearance without unnecessary delays, while giving parents and guardians peace of mind that payments have been successfully processed. How to pay via the Ecobank mobile app. Open the Ecobank mobile app and navigate to the home screen. Select Pay Bill, choose Pay a New Bill, and select Schools from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. How to pay via Ecobank Online or OmniLite. Log in to Ecobank Online and OmniLite using your credentials. Select the menu and choose Bill Payments. Choose Quick Bill Pay and select School from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Walk into any Ecobank branch or pay through our digital channels and enjoy instant proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.